And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Off the play fake. Callaway. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Callaway. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Do something! Seriously, just disgraceful.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Callaway. And that's going to be incomplete. For the Vikings, it's 7-9 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Walker to start the drive. And shedding through the tackle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And look at this defense for the Vikings. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
This complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Skirts by him at the 35. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. Well, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. On second down, it's Knight, and he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is third down and 4. Throwing here, Corral.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on fourth down to punt this one away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future as they start to...
He's got a man, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson.
His 19th touchdown now of the season.
And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Second down, here's Charbonnet.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Corral.
And that will be incomplete. Everyone scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. They'll go right back to Nwangu. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Callaway. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Draymond Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the 1st quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
To throw on 2nd down, Callaway. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 3rd and long. Callaway. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Straight ahead, here's Nwangwu. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 1st and 10, Callaway. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callaway. And it's caught. Touchdown. Block right from 17 yards out. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here's Knight on the handoff. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. Corral looking to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Good gain of 14 yards, but not enough. It's 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Myers' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that was a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the second quarter. Plenty of time to go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That throw downfield is taken in by his running back. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Looking to throw. Callaway. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Escapes the defender. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. In motion right, that's Metcalf. Corral looking to throw it. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Corral now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he let his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Callaway. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And now an audible here into something else. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
From the gun, Corral. And he's got Smith-Njigba.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Block it in motion right.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
DK Metcalf.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
On second down, it's Walker. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On third down, here's Corral. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis-Seen. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. A quick throw out to Lockett. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Corral with it. First down here. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd down. Callaway. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Callaway. That's down the field for Jefferson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The middle, Nwangu. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it,
there's Hutchinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Corral. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 94 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Come on.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 7. Looking to throw. Callaway. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On the give is Nwangu. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Callaway under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
That is caught. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Back to throw. Callaway. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with a second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First down, here's Corral with it. This one goes underneath to Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On first down, Corral. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Loose inside the 30. And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line. Handoff right side to Nwangu. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
104 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On the toss, here's Nwangu. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And Corral will throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An audible here to get a new look. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Corral. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's Corral on first down. Walker with a grab, left side. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Now 2nd and 5. Another run down for Nwangu. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Corral, another throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Corral yet again going to throw it. Left side complete to Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And Walker has it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Corral looking for another pass here. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Corral looking to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Ken Walker from a yard out. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, one of the linebackers is gone. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is. I know those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into. This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Vikings, they'll finish a game below 500 at 8-9 on the year. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's been a sinking ship all season, to be frank, as they finally draw the curtain on what will be a 2-15 year. And you have to figure that this is a team that will look a whole lot different come training camp next July. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.